All right, race fans, welcome to Sardian Heights Street Circuit. This is Turn Left TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. And we've got a good one for you tonight. The Crushed Package 60 in the minivans, the delivery vans, the ice cream trucks, the step vans. You need a package delivered? Too bad. These guys are racing them tonight. You need some ice cream? It's going to be melted. That's right. We're going to be swapping some paint in the delivery trucks. Right now doing the pace lap here. Get these trucks lined up and ready to go. Sardian Heights, right here on Turn Left TV. How about this, huh? Going to be a good one. Always is in the Happy Hour Racing League. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Lenny Weber starting on the pole here tonight in the UPS truck. Here we go, under green. Lenny Weber does not get off to a very good start here. Falls back to the third position. Henry Leacock in that FedEx machine jumps out to an early lead here at the short course, followed by Craig Kirchmeier. All right, Henry Leacock rounds the corner there and takes a early lead. Greg Kirchmeier in second, Brent Owen in third in that Mac Tools machine. Henry Leacock really getting that car around, or that truck around. See this battle for second. Right now, Greg Kirchmeier in that Postal Service van in the second position. Followed by Brent Owen in that Mac Tools machine, looking for a way around. And just ahead there is Henry Leacock in the FedEx machine. On Tools, John Pfeiffer in the fourth position. Right now on board here with Greg Kirchmeier as he tries to get by Henry Leacock in that FedEx machine. See him taking his hand off the wheel even. Go back to that camera view there. I think I might be able to get inside. This one's going to be looking out of the back. That Mac Tools machine gets by. Now finds himself in the second position. Snap-on Tools machine also. John Pfeiffer gets around. Take a look at this. This is a mess right here. So John Pfeiffer making that pass on the lap truck of Lenny Weber. So Henry Leacock leading the field right now, has a 4-second lead over John Pfeiffer, who's in the second position. John Pfeiffer's got some company, though, out of that Postal Service machine of Greg Kirchmeier, as well as Brent Owen in the Mac Tools machine. So very tight battles here. Nice sliding around the turn there. Might see Santa Claus working that wheel. In the third position is Greg Kirchmeier, followed by Brent Owen in fourth. So that battle is heating up here. Looking out on the front of Brent Owen's machine, you see Greg Kirchmeier up there in the Postal Service machine just ahead, sliding that truck to the right. And then just behind, or just ahead of him, is John Pfeiffer, who's starting to vie for the lead. So Henry Leacock right now has the lead, followed by John Pfeiffer right on his tail. So we're going to have a battle here for the lead very, very soon. See, Henry Leacock gets that car into the wall there. So these guys are definitely going to have to make a pit stop here. They're not going to be able to go the whole distance on fuel. And also it takes a long time to get your car pitted. I should say truck pitted. So these guys back here falling behind a little bit. Make some progress here on Lenny Weber in the UPS machine. Looks like he might be trying to figure out where the address is that he needs to drop that package off. Definitely the GPS is probably malfunctioning in that UPS machine. He's trying to drive through the wall. I'm just kidding, Lenny. These tracks, even though you are driving one of these box trucks, it is tough if you've not been on the track before. The battle's starting to tighten up here with four guys right now. The FedEx machine, Henry Leacock leads the way, followed by the Snap-on Tools machine by driven by John Pfeiffer. John Pfeiffer holding off, Henry Leacock holding off John Pfeiffer, Brent Owen, Greg Kirchmeier following just behind. So this battle very, very tight here between the four of them. Jump on board here with Greg Kirchmeier as he runs in a third position. They come up with some lap traffic here. That UPS truck and a hard contact there between John Pfeiffer and Lenny Weber. Very, very hard contact. Greg Kirchmeier going to be able to take that position. So, some more battling going on here. So take a look at a replay here. This is Greg Kirchmeier as contact made. And that the sixth place truck goes into the wall there. We'll take a look at his view. He's going to get rear-ended here very, very hard, and pushes him into that wall right there coming into the pit. So very, very hard contact for the UPS machine, and those packages definitely are not going to be delivered. So now on board with Henry Leacock, Greg Kirchmeier, as he starts to work on the back of Henry Leacock's machine. So Greg Kirchmeier wanting to take the lead here early on. We've got about 51 minutes left, and this is always a fun part of the course. You see the cars or the trucks coming around there. Now we've got a UPS truck here that is definitely going to impede some progress. Oh no, hard contact back there with the fourth place car, I believe. So hard contact. We'll take a look at this. This is coming into the turn here, and things get tight in a hurry. Snap-on Tools, John Pfeiffer makes a contact with the UPS truck and then gets into the wall. They're very, very hard contact, and it gets hit in the back end. They might spin that car out. No, he's able to catch it. Some more contact between he and Jay Kozel. Oh, and he makes hard contact with the wall there. Got a little bit too much speed around the turn and slams into that wall. Very, very hard contact. So on board here with Lenny Weber as he makes progress down a pretty fast part of the track here. Probably needs to get that car in 6th gear as soon as he can. So back up here with the race leaders. Henry Leacock continuing to lead the way here with 49 minutes to go. Oh, more hard contact. Looks like we've got a couple signs who have that have come into play. So this is that Mack Tools machine as he comes around the turn here, and you may see him take out some signs. He takes that a little wide there and gets into the signs there and pushes him out onto the track. So that Matco Tools machine of Jay Kozel running in the 4th position gets into the wall. Looks like John Pfeiffer might be able to make this pass here, looking to go around here on the inside line. Very, very tough battle between the two, side by side. Henry Leacock there pushes one of those signs out of the way. Still has that FedEx machine in the lead. You see that UPS truck there running back in the 6th position, 5 laps down. Sees 4th place, 4th and 5th place cars go by. So on board right now, Jay Kozel. 48 minutes to go. Running in the 4th position. Again, Henry Leacock pacing the field here in the 1st position. Guys are going to be making pit stops here very, very shortly. Here with about 47 minutes to go. Leacock does slide that truck there a little bit high there and gave Greg Kirchmeier an opening. He did not take it. Again, these guys going to be making pit stops here. So Henry Leacock running in the 1st position, followed by Greg Kirchmeier and then Brent Owen. Back here in our 5th position. This is John Pfeiffer looking ahead here as the leaders catch back up to Lenny Weber, who is running in that UPS machine. Things are going to get tight here really, really quickly. And you see John Pfeiffer gets off the gas and does not want to make contact with the UPS machine. Brent Owen here in that Mac Tools van, that paint scheme. Looks like we're going to have some pit stops here on with 45 minutes to go. So Henry Leacock looking to bring his car into pit lane here on this lap. So the FedEx machine still pacing the field here on with 45 minutes to go. Henry Leacock coming in down pit lane, followed by looks like Brent Owen in the Mac Tools van. That hands over the lead to the Postal Service. We deliver for you. John Pfeiffer now shown in the second position. That Snap-on Tools paint scheme. So it looks like these guys are taking quite a while here in pit lane. See Brent Owen there coming off pit lane first. And then, well, what do we have? The FedEx machine lollygagging and not getting those packages delivered. Well. I think my Fanatic pedals might be on that FedEx truck right now as he comes off pit lane here. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Oh, wait a minute. That might be it right there. Those are my pedals, and they're in the back of this FedEx truck. Should have been delivered 2 days ago. Henry Leacock coming out in the fourth position. It's an inside joke there. So Henry Leacock running in the fourth position there, taking a while in pit lane, and not real sure why that pit stop took a little bit longer than the others. Maybe he did not signal his pit crew. Maybe he just drives for FedEx. Hey, the Snap-on Tools truck is in the first position. John Pfeiffer here on lap 16, actually lap 17. 42 minutes to go. That Snap-on Tools truck is currently running in the first position. Greg Kirchmeier has brought his van down pit lane. Now coming out, he is in the second position after making pit stop. He's about 8.5. Well, I'd say 41.8 and a half. 8.7, or is that 41.873 seconds back, and I suggest to you that that's probably going to diminish there because these guys are going to be on fresher tires than this Snap-on Tools Boxmaster MT55. John Pfeiffer makes hard contact with the wall there, and that is definitely going to cost him some time. Throws some wrenches around in the back there. Then to see a socket set. Just don't get hit in the back of the head with a socket wrench. Wow, sliding that car around. Oh, it looks like the UPS truck is DOA right now. Not sure what's going on with that machine. But he is currently on the side of the road right here. So we'll see what's going on with Santa. It looks like Santa, the UPS driver there, are going to try to make a hard right and get into pit lane. Don't know if he can make another lap. So backing that truck up, and he better hope he does not get a black flag for that, backing up on the course. So the Snap-on Tools van, John Pfeiffer, continues to lead the field. He has a 38.5 second lead, and he's going to come into the pits here. So making pit stop is that Snap-on Tools delivery truck there. And that is definitely going to allow Greg Kirchmeier to close the gap. Pit stops are kind of long here. So Greg Kirchmeier in that Postal Service machine is probably going to take over the lead as he passes pit entrance. Just behind Brent Owen there in the Mac Tools machine. Uh, 38 minutes to go, and Brent Owen now in the second position, starting to close in on the leader, Greg Kirchmeier. So a very tight battle here between Brent Owen and Greg Kirchmeier. See that UPS machine there down on that low side, and taking that corner a little bit wide there is Brent Owen, and that causes him to make a little bit of contact with the wall. He's 2.6 seconds back to the race leader. So the race leader is that Postal Service machine, Greg Kirchmeier. Right now, 3.4 second lead over Brent Owen. John Pfeiffer, 17.5 seconds back after making pit stop. Henry Leacock here, after he came into the pits, that first pit stop, he really, I'm not sure if he didn't signal his pit crew, but he took a pretty long time on pit lane, and that definitely cost him a significant amount of time here on the track. Remember, he was our race leader when he came into the pits. Jay Kozol is in 11th position, 57.056 or 0528 seconds back. How about we'll just call it 57 seconds back. Oh, and he makes hard contact with the wall there, and that's going to open up the door for that Postal Service truck to make a pass here and put him a lap down. And you see Greg Kirchmeier there going by on the outside. So Greg Kirchmeier, our race leader, makes that pass and puts a little bit of space between he and Brent Owen. So a little bit of buffer there. The Mac Tools van just behind, and things are going to get tight in a hurry. You see that UPS truck there who was 10 laps down. You see him up there blocking the way a little bit. So these guys are going to try to get around on that outside line, and that's going to hurt the progress. And Brent Owen there might be able to take advantage here, so he has the preferred line. It's 3 wide through this part of the course here, so we got a battle for the lead between the Mac Tools van and the Postal Service van. So Brent Owen and Greg Kirchmeier sliding those vans around. Very tight battle here, and Brent Owen able to take over the lead. What a sequence right there, huh? Very good racing. I don't care what you're in. If you're in a GT car, you're in an Indy car, you're in a NASCAR, a Cup car, or you're driving one of these. That is just fun racing. So Brent Owen able to take the lead there in that Mac Tools van, and he smacks the wall there, makes a little bit of contact. So hard battle. Looking out of the back of Brent Owen's machine, you see Greg Kirchmeier back there gritting his teeth. I think he's got a little bit of, yeah, he might have a little Mac Tools there in his beard. So now Brent Owen opened up a little bit of lead here. He's got about a second lead, about 0.8 of a second on Greg Kirchmeier, but that can close up in a hurry. You see him really getting on the binders there as he comes around the turn. Sliding that truck around as they're working their way around the UPS machine again. Again, both number 1 and 2, Brent Owen and Greg Kirchmeier, making it around Lenny Weber, who is 12 laps down. Oh, and they both smacked the wall there coming around. A lot of speed, so the tires start getting worn out, and it's hard to get these trucks to turn. So that Mac Tools van there now coming up on the FedEx machine of Henry Leacock, who is on the tail end of the lead lap. You see just ahead. And a pretty high speed section of the track, and this is where you're going to be able to get this thing to drift a little bit. Get this thing to slide around. Brent Owen running in the second position, trying to close in on that Mac Tools van. Owen, a little bit of contact there for Brent Owen into the wall, and that's going to allow Greg Kirchmeier to close the gap. And now they're getting into a tight portion of the course, and you see the UPS truck coming into play here again. So, oh my gosh, hard contact for Greg Kirchmeier there, right straight into the wall. That's going to leave him marked, that is for sure. So on board here with Greg Kirchmeier, and this is going to hurt. I hope he has his Hans device on, because this is a hard lick right here. Okay, well, maybe it wasn't that hard. He's definitely probably been hitting the head, back of the head with a couple boxes there, so it is a government job, so he is definitely going to have to take a urinalysis on that one. Brent Owen sliding this truck around here, working on the back end of Henry Leacock, who is in 4th on the tail end of the lead lap. So remember, these guys are going to have to make pit stops again, and you know, I'd suggest to you that probably Henry is going to alert his pit crew this time, maybe try to get a little bit faster pit stop here, and some contact between the Mac Tools van and that FedEx machine. So Brent Owen leading the field here, wants to try to get as much distance as he can between he and Greg Kirchmeier. And we've still got 32 minutes left to go in this race, so a considerable amount of time here. Greg Kirchmeier has recovered here somewhat, and in the second position, he's 12.9 seconds back. Running in the third position is that Snap-on Tools machine. John Pfeiffer, 17 seconds back, 18 seconds back. Again, Brent Owens still working on the back of Henry Leacock's here, Leacock's FedEx machine. Again, very interesting part of the track here. You can get this thing sideways. Again, you see that FedEx machine there just ahead. And this is going to get real tight in a hurry, and that Mac Tools machine's able to get around. Greg Kirchmeier gets his machine into the wall. Take a look at this. This is the FedEx machine. Jump on board here. The Postal Service machine. He is going to make some hard contact here with the wall. Oh, and he just has a blocked track, and he tries to miss it and slams right into that wall. You see that Snap-on Tools van go by. And he is able to get his car back, pointed in the right direction, coming up on that FedEx machine. Right down pass. So Brent Owens still working on the back of Henry Leacock's FedEx machine. Right now has a 16.9 second lead. Still need to make a pit stop here, several pit stops before this race is finished. And you see them swinging that truck there to the outside before they go into this turn and try to get as much speed as they can through the turn. Checking out Greg Kirchmeier's progress here in that UPS machine after recovering 22.5 seconds back. John Pfeiffer is running in the second position. He is 16.2 seconds back. Henry Leacock in fourth, tail into the lead lap. Got a yellow flag up here, so these guys are going to have to be alert. Looks like the UPS machine there is blocking pit entrance right now. So these guys wanting to come into the pits, and you're going to see that Mac Tools machine, Brent Owens, try to come in and not able to get through pit lane, and he is our race leader. Greg Kirchmeier in second. John Pfeiffer takes over the race lead. Brent Owens still trying to get in the pits. And it looks like, my heavens, I'm sorry. It looks like the UPS machine is in the way. Is Santa having a stroke there? I'm not sure what's going on with Santa, but they are trying to at least wake him up. So it looks like that UPS machine might be blocking the track, and he can't back up. He can't do anything, so we're just going to have to try to ram him all the way down pit lane, and that's going to take forever. Oh, there we go. We got him straightened up, I think. So Brent Owen gets that UPS machine straightened up and out of the way, and Knight might be able to make it around there. So tough break for the Mac Tools machine as these guys make pit stop here. So he just basically cleared traffic for him and now finds himself in the third position. John Pfeiffer is our race leader right now, 8.5 seconds up. So the Snap-on Tools machine of John Pfeiffer out to a lead, about 7.3 seconds over Greg Kirchmeier. Greg Kirchmeier in that Postal Service machine looking to try to close the gap. You see that UPS truck still in the pit lane. Jay Kozow is in third place, excuse me. He is currently 2 laps down in that Matco Tools van. Oh, and he smacks the wall there coming around the turn. You know, once these tires get worn out, this thing is hard to turn. What am I saying? It drives like a truck. Let's see how Lenny's doing. Lenny... Looks like Lenny is, he might be on break, so that's probably why that UPS truck is there. So those packages are definitely not going to get delivered right now. So there's your culprit. See what Brown can do for you, and that is apparently block pit lane. So the Snap-on Tools machine is leading the field here. And that lead's diminished. He's now just 4.7 seconds up on Greg Kirchmeier. So Greg Kirchmeier closing the gap on John Pfeiffer. And with the bad luck that Brent Owens had, he is now 3 laps down after trying to wake up that UPS driver. So with just 23 minutes left to go, now we got to start thinking about, well, you know, these guys ahead of me have to have a lot of trouble for me to be able to have a chance of winning here. Take a look at our lap times. Looks like John Pfeiffer was the fastest car on the or that lap around. Brent Owen second, Greg Kirchmeier third fastest time. So John Pfeiffer getting that Snap-on Tools van around his this joint here pretty fast. 22 minutes left to go. Let's check on Lenny. See how fast his last lap was. It looks like his last lap was 5 minutes and 9 seconds. Oh, and you see that UPS machine coming in. So UPS machine coming down pit lane here to make his perhaps his final pit stop. Might have one more after this. So Greg Kirchmeier has that Postal Service machine on pit lane. And poor Lenny. Oh, he's moving a little bit. Oh, here he goes. Lenny might be back in action here. Looks like the UPS guy is off his break. So looks like he's finished with his smoke break. And it might be just in time for that Postal Service machine to come out. And then, well, I hope there wasn't anybody working in that docking area right there, because if there was, they are in big trouble. Might have to see if there's somebody underneath that UPS truck. So this Snap-on Tools machine still leading the way, but that lead has diminished. Well, I guess it hasn't. It's grown. It's got a car there a little bit closer behind it. And that car is, I believe, the Greg Kirchmeier machine. But Snap-on Tools van still needs to come in and make his pit stop. Greg Kirchmeier, who we're on board with right now, has made his pit stop. See that Snap-on Tools van slide that thing around. There's the pit lane that the Snap-on Tools van's going to have to come down when he decides to make his pit stop. Tight battle here between the FedEx machine and the Matco Tools machine right now. John Pfeiffer, Henry Leacock and Jay Kozal. Kozal. Running 3 and 4 right now on the track. Looking out of the front of Jay Kozal's machine. Have him down as the number 11. It takes that turn just a little bit hard there and booger up those tires. In third is that FedEx machine, Henry Leacock. John Pfeiffer now bringing his van down pit lane. So you look ahead, you see that UPS machine on pit lane. I don't know, he must be pitting his van now. Finally got that car there pitted. And then there is John Pfeiffer making his pit stop with 18 minutes to go. John looks a lot like Santa. Is going to get this car back out on the track shortly, I believe. Greg Kirchmeier right now coming by to probably take the lead, I would imagine. So now Greg Kirchmeier is our race leader as John Pfeiffer still has that car in pit lane. You see that Matco Tools machine make contact with the wall here with 17 minutes to go. He is currently in fourth, 1 lap down. The question is, how many more pit stops do they need to make? I would say Greg Kirchmeier might be able to make it on 1 more pit stop, and man, you see him really close the gap on that Matco Tools van, and is able to get around the lap truck. So Greg Kirchmeier now back to the lead, and I'll tell you why, that's pretty amazing considering how many times he had made contact with the wall. Of course, he got a little bit of luck there, a little bit of good fate for him, and bad fate for Brent Owen, who is in 5th. Here we are following the Mac Tools delivery truck, running in the 5th position. Remember, he had to sort of act as a battering ram for the rest of the field and trying to get that UPS driver moved out of the way so he wouldn't be blocking pit lane. That cost him some pretty valuable time. Now following Henry Leacock in that FedEx machine. Let's check on the status of my pedals. Yep, you see there they are. It's okay, I'll just don't damage them. It says fragile on them. See if there are any dead bodies in here. I don't think so. Yet. So Henry Leacock running in the third position. Currently 1 lap down. Looking out of the back of his machine. If we look down, we might be able to see these guys around in the corner. You see Leacock there coming around the corner there. Excuse me, I think that is Greg Kirchmeier. Take that back. Greg Kirchmeier running in the first position. Got up in front of his machine, and we'll see that FedEx machine just ahead. That's Henry Leacock, who is in third. So very fast part of the track right here, and this is really fun, especially when you get up here around this turn and you come through this pretty fast, and you can get this thing sideways and almost drift this thing right through this part of the track. And these guys pretty conservative around through that area, but definitely get that thing sideways. Running in the fourth position, and that Matt Goes Tools, number 11, Jay Kozao. Closes in on the Postal Service machine, and man, you can hear those tires really squealing as he is carrying a lot of speed around that corner. Brent Owen running in the fifth position, just behind that Matt Go Tools machine. This battle is for position, so Brent Owen looking to pick up a spot here. Closing in on that van just ahead. So that battle is really tightened up here through this part of the track, and you see the Matco Tools machine of Jay Kozao make some contact with the wall. Brent Owen going to try to take advantage of this, make this pass. So a very tight part of the track. And the Matco Tools machine drifts high here, and Brent Owen going to try to go by on the preferred line coming into the turn. So just ahead, Brent Owen and that Mac Tools machine is able to pull off that pass. Running in the third position, currently 1 lap down. It's Greg Kirchmeier here in the first position. He is our race leader, but Brent Owen starting to close the gap here. But Brent Owen is 2 laps down, trying to unlap himself the old-fashioned way. So on board here with Greg Kirchmeier. Not sure when he is going to bring it into the pits here, but I would say it's probably going to be fairly soon. Wondering if there are any toys in the back. Oh, look at that. What did we find there? Is that a pace car? I don't remember that pace car coming out and pacing the field. In first gear. say Santa's probably got to scoot his seat up here a little bit. He seems to be a little bit far away from the pedals. Let's see what he's got on that MP3 player. Yeah, that's just what I thought. Looks like Christmas music. Greg Kirchmeier in first here, trying to hold off Brent Owen. Brent Owen is currently 2 laps down, just behind. Okay, so this battle is in 4th position, but Brent Owen would like to get around and at least try to close some more time before when Greg Kirchmeier has to come into the pits. Just got 10 minutes left to go. Owen just behind this Postal Service machine, trying to find an opening. Hard to do here with that as fast as these two guys are. So very fun part of the track right here. You can overdrive this portion and leave yourself open for a pass. So it looks like Brent Owen going to try to make a pass here. He does have a oh, and he ducks back in, so he's just going to be patient. Ducks that Mac Tools machine back in line, and just going to wait for that Postal Service machine being on the older tires to make a mistake, and he can get by. So this is just how hard it is to pass, especially when guys are very, very even. Both these guys have a few laps on this track, and we see pit stops here underway. Brent Owen bringing his truck in, so that's definitely going to take the pressure off Greg Kirchmeier here for a little bit. So Greg Kirchmeier still leading the field here with just a little under 9 minutes, 8 minutes and 48 seconds left. John Pfeiffer running in the 2nd position. He's 37.2 seconds down. So he may not have to pit again. I'm not sure what the status is of some of these guys, but he may not have to pit that van. Brent Owen now coming back out on the track after making pit stop. He is currently in the 3rd position, 2 laps down. Henry Leacock has his machine on pit lane. Get an extended pit for that FedEx machine. Probably knows that package is supposed to come to my house, so he's going to take his sweet time. Greg Kirchmeier leading the field here with just 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. Got a smile on his face because he is winning the race right now. And will he be able to make it on fuel? That's the question. So right now, Greg Kirchmeier with just a little under 7 minutes to go has the race lead. Does he have the tires? Does he have the fuel to be able to make it the rest of the way? John Pfeiffer sliding that Snap-on Tools van around and currently running in the 2nd position. Again, same deal. Does he have enough fuel to make it the rest of the way? It's about 6.5 minutes to go. Brent Owen 2 laps down, running in the 3rd position. Again, we know he's okay on fuel. He just made his pit stop. Running in the 4th position is Henry Leacock. He is only 3 laps down. And just a circumstance there, had to get into that UPS machine and get him out of the way of pit lane and bring his car in. And the UPS truck looks like he is still down on pit lane, so he must have retired his machine. So Greg Kirchmeier here with 5.5 minutes to go is our race leader, 31.8 seconds up on John Pfeiffer. Now the question is, does he have to pit? If he does, and John Pfeiffer can stay out, John Pfeiffer might be able to come away with a race victory. Good, nice fast part of the track there. Again, just wants to run solid laps here, not too worried about racing anybody. You know what, this race has been so exciting that I forgot to talk about what we have coming up. Hey, you tell you what, you can come back and look at the Eagle Creek race, which I have posted from the High Octane Racing League Bushwhackers Friday Night Series, a 30-lap sprint race. That was week number 2, race number 3. Eagle Creek Motor Speedway. Very fun one. Take a look at that on YouTube. That's posted. Coming up this Saturday. Well, guess we won't have something coming up this Saturday. We're off because the Tom McKeever won the championship at Palm Springs last week. So congratulations to him. I got to figure out what I'm doing. Quit while I'm ahead, huh? Hey, I know this. Coming up on Wednesday, December the 13th, Kansas Motor Speedway, race number 10 in the Ironman Racing Series 2017, 4th season there, 107 laps at Kansas. That's coming up on Wednesday. 3.5 minutes to go. Greg Kirchmeier leading the field. Hey, I'd like to say thank you very much, too, by the way, to all the folks who've come out and watched the videos that I've posted and all the comments and suggestions along the way. So thank you for all of your work and, taking the time to watch the videos and giving me some feedback and all of your support. So thank you very much. It's been a lot of fun. I enjoy it, and hopefully good things to come. So here at Turn Left TV. A little under 3 minutes to go. Greg Kirchmeier continues to lead the field. 26-second lead over John Pfeiffer. So John Pfeiffer closing it in, but does Greg Kirchmeier have enough fuel to be able to make it the rest of the way? That's the question. Will he try to do some sort of a splash and go? Tomorrow night at Phoenix International Raceway, the Next Level Racing Series will be racing over at SCSR. So that's coming up on December the 12th. Phoenix International, 107 laps, 100% damage, 1X tires, 1X fuel. Over there at the Next Level Racing Series at SCSR. StockCarSimRacing.com. Just a little under 2 minutes to go. Greg Kirchmeier hold on. That Snap-on Tools machine now running in the 2nd position. 23.9 seconds back. Brent Owen in 3rd. Brent Owen is closing in on Greg Kirchmeier, but Brent Owen is 2 laps down. Again, very fast part of the track here, and you see him closing in on that Postal Service machine, and overdrives that turn there just a little bit. Oh, Britton Owen makes contact with the wall here with just a minute to go. So very, very hard contact for that Mac Tools machine. FedEx machine of Henry Leacock, early race leader, now back in the fourth position. Greg Kirchmeier has one more lap to go. Can he make this, get this thing to go around one more lap? Does he have enough fuel to be able to take home the victory? So the Postal Service, will they deliver tonight? Will they deliver a victory for the government jobs? How about that, huh? So the last lap here, Greg Kirchmeier is able to take the victory for the good guys, the Postal Service. So congratulations to Greg Kirchmeier. So congratulations to Greg Kirchmeier, our race winner. So the UPS truck gets in the way and takes care of the Mac Tools truck of Britton Owen. John Pfeiffer finishes in the second position. Britton Owen is third. Henry Leacock fourth. Jake Ozal finishes in the fifth position. And Lenny Weber, the UPS machine, finishes in the sixth position. That was a fun one, man. Glad I was able to do that. Thanks for coming out and checking it out. Thanks to the Happy Hour Racing League guys for allowing me to come in and little broadcast here. The Crushed Package 60. The winner is the Postal Service and Greg Kirchmeier. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And that's going to do it for tonight. We out of here.